everyone, how are you doing? I hope you all are absolutely safe, taking care of yourself, healthy, happy. I hope you're enjoying your holidays. And I thought when everybody's celebrating, when everybody's having a good time, let's talk about entrance exams. I know it's a terrible choice for a festive time like this when, everybody's having a time of their life. But the thing is that I have been requested to cover this topic by so many of y'all, and I can't deny your request. You all know that. So I thought let's talk about it now, because we'll be having a lot of time in our hand, and if we use this time productively, I know I sound like a workaholic when I say this, but if you use this time productively, it will surely help you for your entrance test. It will really help us for our future. So a little bit of hard work would go a long way. So let's not miss this opportunity. I'm going to share a lot of information with you in today's video. We are going to talk about books, website links, and also some of the most commonly made mistakes that you surely would like to avoid. I'll add all the timestamps in the description box to save your time, but I would personally request you to watch this entire video because it's got a lot of helpful content. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with the first part of our video. So like I told you, we'll start with books. And in my description box, I have added books to NIFT, NID and UCED exam. All of these books have set of mock papers, and this is a great practice. It's a wonderful practice. However, none of these books are a part of the official syllabus because there is no syllabus. So this is just my personal recommendation to you. Apart from this study material, I've also added links to books that will help you to sharpen your reasoning ability, your thinking ability, your problem solving skills. And there is a book called Question Bank for aspiring architects. It's great for people preparing for NID, UCED. It's got a very exhaustive collection of questions which will help you to develop your overall thinking skills. And if you plan to order any of these books, of course, it will take a few days to reach your doorstep. In the meanwhile, what we can do is we can practice sample papers. So I have found a couple of website links where you can sign up, and then you can download some past year papers, sample papers, without having to pay any money for that. In fact, you can actually print these papers and solve them multiple times. When you're solving these papers, just make sure that you lock yourself in a study room, you stay away from your smartphone, you pay a lot of attention, you sit on the desk and you time yourself. Imagine yourself sitting in the exam hall, and you can do this multiple times. You can maybe solve the same paper at a difference of 20 days or 30 days, and this is a great technique to boost your time management skills. Now, before you rush to buy the study material or download the sample papers and get right to work, well, there are a couple of things which I want to share with you. Please don't skip this part because it's very important. We are going to talk about 5 of the most commonly made mistakes, and let's start with the first on our list, and that is applying to just one design school. Well, it's great to be confident. Nothing wrong in it. We all should be confident. But you know how these exams are? They're very unpredictable and they're very competitive also. So no matter how skilled you are, there's always a probability of things not going your way the very last moment. So to avoid all of that risk, what we can do is we can apply to at least 4 to 5 good design schools. If things go your way, nothing like it, yeah, kya baat hai, party. But if that doesn't happen, we can still take a chill. We still have a strong chance of securing our admission at a good design school, and we won't have to waste an academic year. Mistake number 2 on our list is leaving mock papers for the last. पहले मैं theory पढ़ लूँ, पहले मैं color theory समझ लूँ, पहले I'll study this, I'll study that, I'll understand the concepts, I'll learn all of that, and then I'll write my exams. Don't do that, because like I told you, these entrances have no syllabus. So we have to practice the mock papers, we have to practice sample papers. Imagine yourself sitting in the exam hall and devote at least 1 hour or 2 hours for this exam. Mistake number 3 on our list is paying too much attention to expensive stationery, luxury items, and learning too much of coloring, shading, stripling without knowing the basics of sketching. This is like buying expensive makeup. So no matter how expensive makeup I buy, it won't change me as a person, right? It won't change the way I am as a person. It can maybe enhance how I'm looking, but it can't change me, right? So we have to remember the same rule. When you're applying for these, when you're attempting these entrance exams, you have to try your best to get your basic sketch right. It has to tell a story, it has to be interesting, it has to be thought-provoking. And you can draw this in any format. You can make use of perspective, you can maybe have a comic strip, or you can draw your own cartoons, but you need to tell a story. It should look interesting. Even if it doesn't have colors, it's absolutely fine. But the quality of your strokes have to be very confident. Don't have those shaky lines. That's not a good sign. Try to have it one stroke. Try to be confident in your sketching skills and learn the basics of perspective. I keep saying this again and again. If you don't know anything about perspective, there is a book called Perspective Made Easy. I've also added the link to that in my description box. You can check it out, and it's great for beginners. The only time you should be paying attention to your coloring is when the question asks you to color, or the question is asking you to shade or use any technique of shading. But you don't need to spend your time on the finishing touches. The basics have to be right first. Mistake number 4 on our list is not reading the newspaper or not watching the news. Why is it so important? Because all of these entrance tests have some section where they ask you about GK, current affairs, and the easiest way to prepare for that is by watching the news or reading the newspaper, which is even better. And you don't need to invest a lot of your time. Just 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just scan through the headlines. If you read the newspaper just 10 or 7 days before your test, I'm not sure if that's going to help you, because all these exams are set months in advance. And that's why we need to begin to prepare right from today. 5th mistake on our list is being too focused on books or sample papers. We need to also sketch every day. One sketch every day. And this doesn't have to be very fancy. It could be something as small as a sharpener or a spoon or a pan or a toothbrush, toothpaste. It could be anything, water bottle, things that you're surrounded by, your everyday items. Now this is going to give you 2 benefits. Well, first of all, it will help you to develop your time management. It will help you to get a lot of confidence with your sketching skills. And the second biggest advantage is it will help you to boost your observation skills, because when you begin to sketch something, you will begin to observe details which you previously had not even noticed. Your mind has to scan all the details, and that stays with you in your mind. So when you go to write your entrance exams and maybe they ask you to sketch a pan, okay, and you sketched it like 15 days ago, it's a lot easier for you to remember that composition and sketch it all over again. One thing, however, you have to save yourself from is when you begin to sketch, don't browse the internet and compare your work with people who have been for 20 years or 15 years in the industry. That is going to crush your confidence. Don't do that, okay? Believe in yourself and don't compare yourself. We are going to a design school to learn, right? And thankfully, these design schools don't look for the best artist. They look for the best thinkers. So we have to observe things around us. We need to have a different perspective of looking at things. We need to be able to solve problems, and we should enjoy this creative process. If you have that desire to learn and constantly improve yourself, you will maximize your chances of securing admission in that dream design school of yours. I hope this information was helpful to you in some way, and if the answer is yes, you all know what the drill is. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Really motivates me to make more content for you. And if you have any more questions, suggestions, feedback, requests, or you simply want to ask me anything, you can connect with me on Twitter or Instagram. Also, you can talk to me in the comment section, and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Till then, have a fabulous day ahead. Like I always keep saying, stay smiling, stay safe, and have a very happy holiday time. Happy Diwali.